Hello, lords and ladies. Today I am paying homage to two of my favorite sabers. They're pretty much my babies. And one of my favorite saber companies. And that would be JQ Sabers, the Jedi Quartermaster. And they are based out of London. And they offer a limited range of sabers. They have a lot of ASP type material that you can buy, kits and whatnot for the do-it-yourselfer. And they have an array of apprentice style sabers that sometimes what they'll do is they'll create a unique saber, and they'll issue it a number and maybe give it a name, and they'll sell them as one-offs on their website. And usually if you buy them hilt only without the blade, the shipping is modest, although with Brexit and tariffs and everything going on in the world, the prices do seem to be going up a bit, which is understandable. And I haven't ordered from them for a while, so their shipping costs may have changed. They ship things via Royal Air, and usually their shipping is fairly expedient and doesn't take more than a week or maybe two. So that takes care of them. I highly recommend them. Their service is great. The sabers, these are two of the best quality sabers that I own, and let's go over them. So the first one is kind of an apprentice saber, and it comes with a Pico Crumble Jedi soundboard. Typical fare has 11 RGB colors, although I just stick with the one color because that's my preference. I don't really feel the need to demonstrate all of the mishmash of features, because I'm sure that everyone's pretty much familiar with what they can do. It has a weathered finish. I've had this for I think about a year now, so you can see there are flakes coming off of it from the anodization. But that's to be expected, and I just kind of view it as all part of the weathering process. Anyway, as I did not purchase it with blades, I acquired my blades from the Custom Saber Shop. So this one has a show blade on it, which is their standard thin neck from Custom Saber Shop, 36 inches. And I'll give you a little bit of a demonstration. Pull out the kill key if I can manage to do that without too much trouble. And we're gonna do a hand switch. Hello. Okay. So, as I said, this is the Jedi font. The Pico Crumble 2.5 with the Jedi font comes with an inherent flicker, which is nice. This does have a built-in standard flash on clash depending on which RGB color is chosen. As I said, I prefer a light blue as my preferred Jedi color, and I don't change it. So there's the measure of that one. And I'm not going to put the kill key back in because that's too much of a pain at this point. Anyway, on to saber number 2. Now this is called the Conspirator. Well, that's the name of the hilt anyway. It doesn't have like a name. Because not everything has to have a name, does it? Okay, so it's got this anodized bit up here. It's got these little windows. The switch also lights up just as it does with the other one. And this is a real leather wrapping. On this one, I have the heavier grade of it's not a show blade. It's like the battle whatever the euphemism is, version of the Custom Saber Shop blade. So it's a thick-bladed, thick-bladed blade. Anyway, so let's remove the kill key on that one, and you're going to hear essentially the startup sound for the Kaenon Jarrus font that I have on this saber. This one has a Nano V4 Biscotti, so it holds 3 sound fonts, all custom. This is the Kaenon Jarrus font. I purchased my fonts, of course, from the Saber Font site, which is really, really amazing. This one was done by good old Shamim, who has gone on to better things. He's still alive. No, he's just kind of retired from the Saber community. That's a discussion for another day. Anyway, let me play this for you again. Check this out. Did you hear that? That's Kaenon in the background, telling Ezra to be careful. Nice! So I've chosen my standard color. Again, you know, what more can you ask of me? For this particular font, sort of standard Jedi fare. Also Flash on Clash. This is all customizable. I set the RGB values for the blade and the Flash on Clash. And the flicker, I adjusted it as well. It is a wonderful font. Okay. Font number 2. This, let's see if you can figure out who this is. Any guesses? Yes. Someone out there is right. This is the Kylo Ren font. With my best estimation for an unstable blade, I think I did okay. The sound on this is amazing. On to the next.
I am no Jedi.
Nope, she isn't. She definitely is not. But now, this of course is an Ahsoka Tano font. This is about as good of a white blade that an RGB can do, because you can't combine red, blue, and green to create a pure white. But you can get really, really close. And her flash, purple. Now, this is a very subtle font. You can barely hear it. Not my favorite. I like a little bit of a more of a swarthy sound. Something that like really punch you in the face, you know what I mean? But this is subtle. So it is what it is. You start swinging it around going mad. It's super quiet. So let's go back to Kaenon Jarrus. Yeah. Anyway, so quality stuff. JQ Sabers. I cannot wait until I have the funds to purchase another saber from these guys, because they are amazing. I can't give them higher praise. And if you buy one from them, they're not very expensive, relatively speaking. They're a lot less expensive than Saberforge. And the quality is a little bit better than Ultra Sabers, although I love both of those companies. But With Saberforge, I have two sabers with sound, and one of them doesn't work anymore. It just died, and that was my Redeemer. And the other one is the ASP I just acquired, and currently it's still working, but who knows. But these two, these have taken a beating, and I've used them hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, and I've never dueled with them, but they've still taken a beating, and they keep ticking, and I love them to bits. So give them a look. Go visit JQ Sabers. Maybe you'll find something. And they do have some higher end stuff. Currently, they have some, a couple Kylo Ren varieties. They just did a Mace Windu, which is amazing. They have currently some Padawan sabers, some apprentice sabers that you can customize. They just did a weird little side project with a little arrow dealie that I can't remember the name of the character from Guardians of the Galaxy, the flying arrow, which is kind of a weird choice, but hey, whatever. It they can do whatever they want, right? But I'm hoping that they put out a batch of new custom sabers. I'll find myself something a little bit more Sithy and go nuts. All right? And yeah, I think I've rambled on long enough. So you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'll see you next time. Bye.